Oh man, the market's so crazy right now. Doing technical analysis on charts it's becoming increasingly difficult to predict how stocks are going to react, but we're going to do our best here today with NOK to get you as prepared as we can for the next trading day. So what is up, everybody? Welcome to Trades, where we give technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I'm not a financial advisor nor expert, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason that I started this channel is because a couple years back I was about $30,000 deep in some medical debt, and I was very fortunate to have some close family, friends, and mentors that pushed me to work hard and invest my money, and I'm happy to say that not only am I not financially free, but I'm doing pretty well for myself at the age of 23. I laugh because one guy said, I can't wait until I hear him say it at the age of 24. My birthday is on the 21st of June, so coming up here. We're not quite there, but we're getting there one day at a time. So if I can pass along any of the information, resources, or tools that are given to me here to the community, make a couple people better off than they were before, that's all that I can ask for. Lastly, if you wouldn't mind dropping a like on the video, it really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. Now today, we're going to be giving you an analysis on ticker symbol NOK, Nokia OYJ. And this is one of the stocks that has seen some really crazy movement because of this entire Wallstreetbets thing. We've got a lot to talk about here. On the charts, we're going to look at this both macroscopically and microscopically, the 1 month chart as well as the 2-day 1 minute chart to give you an idea of this holistically. We'll look at the overall volume. Take a look at the indicators. I've got 3 pulled up. The RSI, which is the relative strength index. Anything over 70 is overbought. Anything under 30 oversold. I have the 200 EMA, which is the exponential moving average. And this is just a price action based valuation trend line over a 200-day moving period. And then the 15-day VAMA, which is the volume adjusted moving average. And this is a price action based valuation trend line over a 15-day moving period, adjusted accordingly to the overall volume going to the stock. I do use a 200 EMA and a 15-day VAMA so I can get both a macroscopic and microscopic view of the price action. I do find this is a great way to predict upcoming movements in a stock, and that is definitely possible here with NOK. So we'll talk about some different things we're seeing here on the charts, level off some support and resistance. I will drop a Fibonacci retracement. That way we can get an idea of what we may expect. We did have a very, very harsh sell-off with NOK. Of course, this huge wick is very strange and not very indicative of the price action here, but we'll do our best to give you guys some ideas of what to expect. Of course, this is first and foremost very, very, very important for you to know. There's extreme risk involved with getting into any play that is associated with WSB at this given moment. So make sure you're doing risk management. Please don't take any financial advice that I give you. I'm not giving any financial advice. I'm just simply presenting you with the information so that if you are going to invest in NOK, if you have a position in NOK, I can be of some assistance to you. Now let's just get right into the video. But first, I want to give a quick shout out to the guys over at the Patreon. We're over 600 members strong, which is absolutely insane. I'm so grateful for everybody here. It means a lot to me. A month ago, we had like 10 people in here, so the Discord is growing exponentially. They'll have access to the private Discord as well as real-time insights to my personal trading, and we've got a lot of great stuff in here. We've got chat and questions, investing assistance, options trading, stock bot, which we will be looking at here today, WSB updates, so you can stay up to date with what's happening there, short-term plays, mid-term plays, long-term plays, SPAC plays, cold stocks, a bunch of different industries and sectors, and the whole 9 yards. So if you are interested in joining the Discord, there is a link to the Patreon in the description box down below, and some people in here make a pretty good killing, guys. Yesterday, we had Amanda Lamyek make 48% in a single day. Itachi Uchiha. Oh man, I love Naruto. I've got a Naruto tattoo. That's pretty cool. Turned 137% in the past week. Filthy. Absolutely insane. Like I said, the link is in the description box down below. Now, what's happening? Why are we seeing this insane movement? Well, we have what is becoming some pretty insane stuff happening with Wallstreetbets, and I am a part of their Discord, so I can keep up with what's happening here. And they do have a Reddit thread. So what is happening is these guys are coming together and they're saying, okay, we know that there are big Wall Street guys out there, big hedge funds that are shorting stocks and crushing the market and taking money from retail investors like you and me. And I'm going to stay as apolitical and unopinionated about this as I can, just present the information to you as unbiased and transparent as I possibly can. But essentially, when you see a hit piece come out on a stock, let's say, for instance, Fuel Cell. We saw a hit piece come out on Fuel Cell. People gave it a price downgrade. They said, oh man, this shouldn't be worth $20. This is a $9 stock. Get out, get out, get out. Dropped to 15 bucks, right? Well, I guarantee you what happened there. I know what happened is these hedge funds shorted the stock down to 15 bucks. They got out. They took money from retail investors like you and me. profit. I did not get out of Fuel Cell. I held at that given moment, but that is what's happening in this instance. So another instance, maybe MVIS. We know that MVIS is a very heavily shorted stock, and it would not be surprising. Of course, this is speculation with MVIS. I don't know this about MVIS, but I do know it about Fuel Cell. It is possible with MVIS, and that this is another situation where the big hedge funds or the Wall Street shorters are saying, "Hey, get out of this! Get out of this! It's garbage! Don't buy! Don't buy! You're gonna lose your money," and they short the stock on the way down, get out, take money from retail investors like you and me. Well, Wallstreetbets, what they're doing, and it's very interesting. This is gonna make history someday, whether you agree with it or disagree with it. This is unprecedented times in the market that we have never, ever, ever seen before. What they're doing is they're saying, all right, these Wall Street guys, these hedge funds that are shorting stocks such as GameStop, AMC, NOK, CTRM, Sundial, we're going to hit these companies and we're going to make you guys pay up. We're going to make you guys cover on your shorts and squeeze this stock, and we're going to put you guys out of business. And the big company that we're seeing this happen with right now is GameStop. NOK is having some pretty solid price movement. It is up, but GameStop is the stock that started all of this. Man, I looked at this earlier today, but every single time I look at it, it just blows my mind. And they're trying to get the stock to $5,000, which would be absolutely insane. I mean, the market makes no sense right now. Companies that were about to go bankrupt, like GME, AMC, both these companies are about to go bankrupt, and they're going absolutely insane right now. And companies such as BNGO, Nano Dimensions, they're pulling back. I mean, everything about logic that's involved in the market right now is just not present, and it's absolutely crazy. But Nokia is a stock that was targeted by Wallstreetbets. And basically what they said is, hey, if we all come together and we buy this and we hold this stock, we can push this and squeeze some shorters that are betting against this stock and make a lot of guys really hurt. And people, surprisingly, maybe it's not surprising, they're buying into this. And I think you got a lot of people out there with stimulus checks that are saying, all right, you know what? $300. I'm going to put $300 of my $600 stimulus check, or maybe the whole thing. They're putting their stimulus check into these stocks and saying, at this point, I don't care if I lose $600, because if I do, guess what? I lost $600. But if I can contribute to the cause of getting back at the man, right? Getting back at these big guys that are beating the crap out of all of us retail investors, taking money from the average person, then I'm willing to be a part of that. And what's actually interesting to me is this sort of market manipulation has been utilized, and we know this. We all know this. It's not written in plain writing, but it's there on the table if you want to look at it. Is they have been market manipulating for years, and now people are using tools that were presented to them to do the same thing, and people are losing their mind. People are going insane about this. The Wall Street guys don't like this. The hedge funds don't like this. They're down billions of dollars. I've seen numbers between $5 billion and $10 billion on GameStop alone, and that's insane. That's absolutely mind-blowing, and no, that's why we're seeing Nokia run up. So that was a very long explanation, but I do want to be as helpful as I can and explain to you why we're seeing the market the way it is. So Nokia is no exception. We are seeing a pretty harsh sell-off, and why we saw this across GME, Nokia, and AMC all. What happened is Wallstreetbets, their Reddit thread got shut down momentarily yesterday. It is back up and running today, but when that happened, people panicked. We saw some hit pieces come out, people saying Wallstreetbets was shut down, brokerage accounts aren't going to let you trade these stocks, we're going to lock up GME, you better sell, otherwise you're going to get screwed, right? And people panicked and they sold out of the stock. But we are seeing a bounce off of a lot of these different companies. GME saw an insane bounce today. They touched a new all-time high, absolutely insane. AMC saw a very nice bounce today. BB is another stock, saw a nice bounce today. They're currently trading at 23.25, and NOK is it's a little bit slow to the game, but it does look like we saw some price rejection here at that $5 range, and it is coming back up now. It's currently trading at $5.58. So macroscopically speaking, what are we looking at? Well, we had a really harsh retracement, and if you exclude this wick, I think you're going to get a better idea, and sure enough, you do. So this did touch $9, but this stock was halted yesterday, and the price action was very, very goofy. So if we look at this on the 2-day chart, I'm going to change it over to the 1 minute. You can get an idea of what I'm talking about. We had a really crazy, strange gap up. So this went from $6 all the way to a high of $9.75, and from there, harsh sell-off. And that is I don't think I've ever seen a pattern like that, a candlestick pattern like that in the charts ever. This makes no sense whatsoever. But that is I'm going to exclude that. I think that's an asterisk. So if we retrace from the peak of this run up right here, we're looking at a retracement of about $5.96. So we're currently below that 61.8% retracement. And if we drop it down to just the bar, we're looking at a retracement of 580. So you're looking at a resistance level somewhere between 580 and likely 596. We're gonna roll with 580 because we are closer to that. It does look like NOK is on the move right now. Volume is as high as it's basically ever been right now in the extended hours in the pre-market, seeing a lot of buying pressure, and I think some short sellers stepping in here. Look at all this red volume, guys. That is insane. That's a lot of red volume. This is trading like it has never ever traded before. Stocks like NOK, AMC, GME are insanely high volume, which is making them very, very volatile. As I've said multiple times, there's a lot of risk involved here. Be very cautious. Watch these stocks closely if you decide to get into them. I am not going to advise anybody to buy into these stocks. I'm simply presenting this as information to you to help out if you do decide to get into these companies. So that is what we're looking at right now. Retracement 581. If you're looking at an entry point into the stock, I'm not advising you to buy in, but if you do decide to do so, it does appear that the floor of this stock was 509 as of now. And we do have a couple different touch points here. 1, 2, almost 3 different touch points. So if we lower this a little bit and just get that touch point here, we'll call this $5.01. So 501 does seem to be the floor. This stock is very, very volatile. You can see that we swung, from $5 all the way up to almost $10 and then all the way back down to $5. So I think that if you're looking at an opportunity to get in, it could very easily present itself. I urge you not to buy this out of FOMO, the fear of missing out. I think that if you were patient and you do want to get into this company in the short term, I think that's a great mid to long term company. But for now, the market just is not in that situation where we're investing into a company's fundamentals. This is a trader's market, and we just got to be completely honest with ourselves. Nobody is investing in these companies based off of their value. They are trading stocks to turn a profit based on where the money is moving, right? And NOK is in that current situation right now. So that is what's happening. If you are looking to turn a quick profit on this, be very, very careful. That I want to say that first and foremost. $5 is the floor. We have a retracement at 580. So you're looking at a resistance level here at 580. If you see a rejection, I think you'll likely see it come back down to $5, and that is an entry point for you. But risk mitigation, please set a trailing stop loss if you do decide to get into this. Please know that you could end up walking away with no money here. There's a lot of risk involved with this much volume and this much volatility. So that's how we're looking here on the 1 month chart. It is bullish. If you have the crossover with the 15 VAMA over the 200 EMA, gapped up exponentially here yesterday. Pretty harsh sell-off in the after hours, but we are bouncing nicely in the pre-market. 15 VAMA is currently moving down, but I do expect we're going to see a reversal on this if this does continue its upward pattern. We have, if we come over here to the 2-day chart, pretty nice wide bar candles for what I saw on the 1 month chart that is reversing the stock here. So we see this pretty big dip. We've got a double bottom, but it is a descending double bottom. So not quite huge bullish territory. This is kind of like an inverse cup and handle. But nonetheless, it is moving. And we do have, wow, that was good timing. Oh, it's 6 o'clock, that's why. So we do have, quite a bit of volume that's pumping into this, and it does appear that NOK is starting to move. I'm not sure why this isn't zooming in right, but I'll try one more time. There we go. So we're looking for a wide range candle bar, and that is going to indicate to us that NOK will continue this bullish run, and it does appear that we have a lot of volume here that is going to help drive this up. So we're looking for a push over 580, and you should see some pretty nice price action on NOK. Now, looking at this one more time, we have a peak here at $9 and I believe 75 cents. I will draw that up as a level of resistance. I don't know if we're going to touch that. I can't predict. I know people are always asking, what do you think this is going to hit? What do you think AMC is going to hit? GME, NOK, BB? There's no way anybody can predict that right now. Anybody that's throwing out numbers, there's absolutely no way that you can give an honest price target on any of these companies, because this is not how the market has ever traded. This is not predictable. We can look at previous trends, right? That's what I'm doing with technical analysis. I'm looking at previous trends, and I'm saying, based on what we've seen, this is what could potentially happen, and that's the best that I can offer you guys right now, and I hope that that was helpful for you today. Last thing that I want to show you is the overall volatility. And we do have a pretty harsh correction. So this did touch 88 on the RSI indicator and came all the way back down to 38. So if you were able to buy into this when it was touching 38, that was the time to buy and mitigate your risk. Now we are currently still trading under 50, right? And we do have some volume stepping in now. We do look like we're having some movement on the stock. So every time that you see the RSI dip this low, we want to buy the dips, sell the rips. That is the best case scenario here with a company like NOK. Buy the dips, sell the rip. That is what I've got for for you today, and I hope that was helpful. So if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like. It really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. And lastly, I have an affiliate link in the description box down below for Webull. Webull is a brokerage account that allows you to trade in the after hours and pre-market starting at 4 a.m. CST. So if you do use my link, you'll receive 4 free stocks with a $100 deposit. Great way to support the channel, as I also receive a free stock. If you're not interested, that's totally fine. I don't really care, my friends. I just appreciate your support by taking the time to watch my videos. So that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching, my friends, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.